right, here we are at the Alberta Abbey, historic Alberta Abbey, and we've got a real friend and a special guest here today. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Boddie. I'm an early morning anchor on KOIN TV. I also do feature stories about different places and cultural artifacts around town, landmarks. I've been a general assignment reporter. I've covered politics, covered City Hall. Big music fan. I MC a lot of the shows at the Waterfront Blues Festival and other events around town, including Vanport Jazz Festival. I love music, so that's part of the reason why I'm happy to be here to talk to you.
Yes, and then we know people know your face and you know your support that you had for the community. Can you give us kind of an idea of your experience here? I know you're not from here, but as a black man here in Portland, Oregon, kind of the overall experience and what people might not know about Portland.
Well, I think that Portland is a welcoming place to a lot of people who come in from the outside. I didn't know anyone here when I came here except for my parents. That's how I got out here in the first place. They live in Gresham. My stepdad got a job out here as an engineer, liked the area, liked the outdoors, and decided to stay here. So that's how I first got exposed to Oregon back in the 1970s. Didn't decide to move here until 1982. Put in a application over at Channel 12, KPTV, and got hired on a temporary basis, and that temporary job became a permanent job. The longer I stayed here, the more I appreciated, especially the outdoors. And even though we've got a small black community here, we've got a tight black community here. So you get to know and interact with people who are from here and from other places who have moved here, and there are a lot. So I've always enjoyed Portland. I thought when I first came here, it would be just a pit stop on the way to maybe somewhere in California, you know, maybe LA, San Francisco, San Diego. But the longer I stayed here, the more I determined that this was the place for me. And there was always a reason for me to stay. There was always a reason for me to stay. So here I am 40 years later, and I'm still here.
Yeah. Well, I know we see you, as I mentioned, at a lot of the events and supporting this specific community or here in Northeast Portland. Tell me a little bit more what you have known about the Abbey and kind of the history of the community in that relationship, Ken.
Well, I first became familiar with the Abbey through Mallory Avenue Baptist Church. That was what was here before. And I got to know a lot of the people who were congregants here. My girlfriend lives literally 3 blocks away from here. So I've spent a lot of time in this neighborhood, not just at the Abbey, but in the neighborhood as a whole. This was really one of the focal points of the black community here in Portland for a number of reasons, not just with the church, but some of the other businesses that have been here over the course of the years since the church left. So to have the Abbey active again is really important, not only to this community, but to the city of Portland, because this is the historically black neighborhood, and it's good to have black entertainment, art, and other events be presented here at the Abbey.
Yeah, well, it definitely is important, and that kind of summed it up right there, Ken, because we're definitely looking to get support, and people like you are important in helping us get that word out. And we thank you for coming out and sharing your insights. And is there anything last parting note you want to leave with us?
Yeah, definitely. With the shows that I've seen here at the Abbey, I've been really impressed with the level of talent that is showcased here. To be able to have a venue like this where people can come in and basically celebrate the music and the talent that we produce out of Portland. For having such a small black community, we have some big talent that comes out of here. And the Abbey helps feature that talent in a really productive way. So I'm glad that the Alberta Abbey is doing what it's doing. I look forward to coming to shows here. And the food's not bad either. So if you want to eat, you know, as well as listen to music and see a great show and just be exposed to a lot of the local talent that we have here, this is the place to be.
Yeah. All right, that's beautiful, Ken. Thanks again.
No problem.